Our lead story tonight, reactions pouring into the NDTV exclusive with Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. What's the Congress has said has taken them aback and left them surprised has been the strong language used by Rajasthan's Chief Minister against rival Sachin Pilot. This also just before Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra is set to enter Rajasthan in the first week of December. Take a look at what the Chief Minister said 6 times, calling Sachin Pilot a Gaddar in this interview, and the Congress reaction, which is basically status quo till the Bharat Jodo Yatra passes through Rajasthan successfully.
जो आदमी के पास 10 तो विधायक नहीं है, जिसको गद्दारी नाम दिया गया है, वो गद्दारी की पार्टी के साथ में जो पार्टी के साथ गद्दारी की हुई आदमी है, कई मंत्रियों ने कहा विधायक गद्दारी है, गद्दार को हम स्वीकार नहीं करेंगे यहाँ पर जो आदमी ने गद्दारी कर चुका है उसको हमारे एमएलए मैं खुद भुगता हूँ 134 दिन तक, उनको वो कैसे स्वीकार करेंगे? जिसको गद्दारी नाम दिया गया है, गद्दारी की पार्टी के साथ में जो पार्टी के साथ गद्दारी की हुई आदमी है, गद्दारी है, गद्दार को हम स्वीकार नहीं करेंगे यहाँ पर जो आदमी ने गद्दारी कर चुका है उनको वो कैसे स्वीकार करेंगे?
The first indication of disapproval from the Congress party to Ashok Gehlot's explosive interview.
कई लोग को आश्चर्य हुआ कि ऐसे शब्दों का इस्तेमाल किया गया, तो इस पर मैं समझता हूं कि हमारे वरिष्ठ नेता, हमारे के कांग्रेस हाईकमान, कांग्रेस नेतृत्व इस पर विचार करेगी.
A small step up from yesterday when the Congress issued a play-safe statement holding back from criticizing Mr Gehlot for his strong language. It is worth noting that both men have a long history of trading charges. Mr Gehlot's attack comes just weeks after Pilot, in response to Mr Gehlot drawing praise from Prime Minister Modi, hinted that Mr Gehlot is drawing closer to the BJP.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कल जो बयान दिए, जो बड़ाइयां करी, मैं समझता हूं बड़ा दिलचस्प एक घटनाक्रम है. इसी प्रकार प्रधानमंत्री जी ने सदन के अंदर गुलाम नबी आजाद साहब की बड़ाइयां करी थी और उसके बाद क्या घटनाक्रम पैदा हुआ हम सबने देखा है.
A BJP union minister from Rajasthan said Mr Gehlot's comments is a sign that the state government is on the brink.
जिस तरह इसका हालात है उसका खामियाजा कांग्रेस पार्टी जो भारत जोड़ने के लिए निकली है उसको होगा. जिस तरह से कांग्रेस पार्टी को दीमक लग गया है, मुझे लगता है उसका पतन अब अवश्यंभावी है. लेकिन आज अगर इस आपसी विग्रह के कारण से सबसे ज्यादा पीड़ित, दुखी, परेशान और कष्ट में अगर कोई है तो वो राजस्थान की करोड़ों जनता है.
With the Bharat Jodo Yatra about to enter Rajasthan in a week's time, Congress appears to be in a bind. On one hand, hesitant to take on its chief minister. On the other, inaction could only deepen the crisis in the desert state. With Srinivasan Jain and camera person Rizwan Khan, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
And with the campaign in Gujarat entering a decisive phase, today Home Minister Amit Shah said at rallies in Gujarat that in 2002, he said that in 2002 rioters were taught a lesson and that after that in Gujarat there has been permanent peace.
ભરૂચની ભૂમિએ અનેક રમખાણો જોયા છે. છાસવારે તોફાનો, કર્ફ્યુ, સ્ટેબિંગ. ગુજરાતની અંદર મામલો થારે જ ના પડવા દે તો વિકાસ ક્યાંથી થાય? મને એક વાત કહો, છેલ્લે 2002 માં આ લોકોએ છમકલું કરવાની હિંમત કરી હતી. 2002 માં કરી હતી ને હિંમત. એ વખતે એવો પાઠ ભણાયો, વીણી વીણીને સીધા કર્યા, જેલમાં નાખ્યા. તો 22 વર્ષ થયા, હજી સુધી એકે વાર કર્ફ્યુ નથી નાખવો પડ્યો. ભાઈ, એકે વાર કર્ફ્યુ નથી. આ ગુજરાતને કોમી રમખાણોની આગમાંથી વિકાસના રસ્તે લઈ જવાનું કામ આ ભારતીય જનતા પાર્ટીના કમરે કર્યું છે. ભાઈ, કમરે કર્યું.
So the BJP leaving no stone unturned in Gujarat. The Prime Minister will be campaigning here again soon. And amongst the key candidates for the BJP is a 29-year-old firebrand leader, Hardik Patel, who was originally part of the Patidar movement against the BJP, then joined the Congress and is now with the BJP. However, he tells NDTV's Tanushri Pandey that by joining the BJP, none of the cases against him have gone away.
कहीं ना कहीं जो लोग पार्टी छोड़ते हैं ना, उनपे हमेशा देखा गया है, एक एलिगेशन ये भी लगता है कि आप पे केसेस बड़े थे। तो क्या कोई प्रेशर था कि भैया ज्वाइन कर लो हमारी पार्टी तो केसेस हटवा देंगे? ये तो एलिगेशन है ऑपोजिशन
वो
का।
तो आज भी है मेरे पे केस, अभी हटे नहीं है। तो अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि पार्टी ज्वाइन करने से केसेस हट जाते हैं, तो मेरा ये मानना है कि आपकी गलत फहमी है, क्योंकि कानून स्वतंत्र है, कोर्ट स्वतंत्र है, ऐसे केस नहीं हटते।
केसेस अभी कहाँ पे स्टैंड कर रहा है हार्दिक?
मुझ पर 32 केस आज भी है ना।
फिर आप इलेक्शन पर लड़ने के लिए एलिजिबल है ना?
हम नहीं लड़ सकते।
नहीं वही मैं कह रही हूँ, एलिजिबल मेरा सवाल
लड़ ही सकते हैं ना। बिल्कुल लड़ सकते हैं। और वो 2 साल की सजा सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मुझे स्टे कर दी है।
अच्छा।
तो इसलिए मैं चुनाव लड़ सकता हूँ।
Meanwhile, Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra in Madhya Pradesh, which will of course vote next year, and is now at Omkareshwar, where Rahul Gandhi and his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and her family took part in the aarti by the banks of the Narmada. This is part of a series of temple visits that Rahul Gandhi will have in Madhya Pradesh. So a very different stance here from his whole yatra in South India as it moves towards Central and North India.
Congress leader Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra offering prayers from Brahmapuri Ghat to Ma Narmada, joined by former Chief Minister Kamal Nath as well as other senior Congress leaders here in Omkareshwar. He will also go to the Dwaja Jyotirlingas of Lord Shiva and offer prayers at Omkareshwar temple, and on 29th or 30th he will go to the Ujjain Mahakaleshwar temple, and BJP is terming this as a facade. They are saying that this is all for the political mileage, but nonetheless the Congress has said that they have nothing to do. This is not something for political mileage. This is a question of their faith, and that's why he is visiting Omkareshwar and Mahakaleshwar in Ujjain and offering prayers at temples. In Omkareshwar, with camera person Rizwan Khan and Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
Moving to other news, the Supreme Court today upheld the bail given to Anand Teltumbde. The 73-year-old Teltumbde is accused in a case of riots and was in jail for over 2 years. The Supreme Court dismissed a plea by the anti-terror agency, the National Investigation Agency, challenging this bail, with the Chief Justice asking, is Dalit mobilization a preparatory act to proscribed or forbidden activity? And what was the specific role to bring UAPA or the Tough Anti-Terror Act against Teltumbde? Under UAPA, however, argued the NIA that it's not necessary that terrorist activity is actually carried out. Where there is a Dalit issue, he is there. He is an academician, said the counsel for Anand Teltumbde. So the Supreme Court there upheld the bail which was given by the Bombay High Court to the 73-year-old and said they see no reason to quash it. Well, in other headlines, Amazon has denied sacking its employees. In fact, it said there'd been no layoffs in India, that all of them, the employees who are now actually not with Amazon, have gone under their voluntary disengagement program. Basically, it means they claim that they resigned voluntarily. This, as there had been complaints made by a union to the Indian government saying that Amazon had illegally laid off employees. The government has summoned Amazon next week. Well, a quick look at the markets, a flat close, but yet another high. The Sensex gained just 20 points, but still a new high at 62,293. The Nifty gained also just 28 points, but again up to 18,512. Meanwhile, in global news, retail inflation in Tokyo has risen at the fastest pace in 40 years. Investors are looking at global inflation and also data of Black Friday sales before next week's markets and investments. Looking now at our special ground report from Meghalaya, there's still tension in Meghalaya after the killing of 5 villagers from Meghalaya by the Assam police. Now, cars with Assam number plates are virtually banned in Meghalaya because locals are protesting. Heavy security is out, especially for petrol tankers from Assam needed in Meghalaya. NDTV's Saurabh Gupta reports.
An uneasy calm on Friday in Meghalaya's capital, Shillong. More vehicles were torched here last evening in protest against the death of 5 civilians from Meghalaya in firing by the Assam police. Long queues at Shillong fuel stations since morning as people feared an extended crisis.
There are crisis for the fuel here, and moreover, like you can see the everywhere, like cars is just waiting for the fuels and all.
What you see in these pictures are lines at fuel pumps in Shillong, and this is of course given that there is considerable amount of buying. Now of course what we are being given to understand is that the union of the fuel tankers has agreed to come up with supply trucks, given that they will be accompanied by security forces. Fuel tanker drivers say they were concerned about safety.
ऐसा माहौल में हम लोग ऐसे सिचुएशन में जाए, किस रिस्क में जाए, कौन रिस्क लेगा हम लोग का, जिम्मेदारी कौन लेगा?
And even in Mukro, along Assam's West Karbi Anglong district, which Meghalaya claims to be its own territory, the incident spot, normalcy is yet to return.
Ya, pemerintahan Shillong ni nata na thành Mukro, dari para jungai buat dontri. Mukro dola chak siap ngan men chuan litai ngan yo pat yo iyo mar kit chisndon cha hospital tengah chisndon litai de ying public figure sini.
Mukro is just down this road in Meghalaya, and this of course is very close to the Assam-Meghalaya border, and no cars are being allowed to go to Mukro now.
It's scheduled.
Meghalaya CM Conrad Sangma met with the National Human Rights Commission chief in Delhi today over the incident.
Are you satisfied with the action of the Assam government? There's more to be done. Of course, they have suspended the officials, they have suspended and transferred some officials. These have been done, but ultimately this is not enough for lives that have been lost. So therefore, those people who are responsible for this, proper inquiry and justice must be done and proper action must be taken.
An uneasy calm has returned to Shillong, but there is still an underlying anger over what has happened in Mukro village. 5 civilians were killed, and there were protests yesterday in which this police booth was burnt by the protesters to show their anger. And therefore, the Chief Minister Conrad Sangma is saying more needs to be done in terms of action against those responsible to calm tempers. With camera person Sanjay Chakraborty, in Shillong, Meghalaya, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
Moving to our other special focus, and these are the stories that really matter. Every day, measles cases are rising in Mumbai, and it's not just Mumbai, it's also in Gujarat, Jharkhand, other parts of India. The centre has issued an advisory, but Mumbai is really ground zero for this. Sohit Mishra reports on how the Maharashtra government is trying to tackle this.
There has been a constant rise in measles cases in Mumbai, and after which there are several vaccination drives as well as awareness campaigns that is going on. Now team NDTV is on ground right now. I am present in the G North. This is Nayak Nagar in Dharavi, and over here there is a suspected measles case that has been found in this small lane. Now look at this lane. Now the doctors as well as the ASHA workers who are present over here, they came to know about the suspected case that has been found over here. Now the BMC officials are present, and we are over here with the BMC officials to understand that once they come to know that there might be a suspected case, what do they do next? One of the things that they first handed me was this pamphlet, which has a lot of information in Marathi on how to take care of things as well. Now over here, as you see, there is a huge team of BMC officials that are present. Dr. Ankita Shete, who is the AMO of G North, is present over here. She is speaking to the child as well as her mother, his mother. Ma'am, अभी आप क्या बता रहे हैं? आपको कब पता चला कि एक सस्पेक्टेड केस है और क्या कुछ हुआ है जिसकी वजह से आपको लग रहा है कि ये सस्पेक्टेड केस है?
जैसे मीजल का आउटब्रेक डिक्लेयर हुआ तो हमारे CHV मतलब कम्युनिटी हेल्थ विजिटर हर जगह हर घर में जाके विजिट्स देके हर बच्चे को चेक करें। अगर कोई भी बच्चा ऐसे मीजल्स के जो टिपिकल लक्षण है जिसमें रैशेस और बुखार है तो ऐसे बच्चे तुरंत हेल्प पोस्ट को नोटिफाई करते हैं। तो जैसे ही वो नोटिफाई करते हैं हम लोग उनको घर जाके विटामिन A का डोज दे रहे हैं और सिम्टोमेटिक ट्रीटमेंट दे रहे हैं।
So efforts on now, but this is coming too late as 13 children, all of them under 1 year old, have already died in just Mumbai, India's financial capital. Well, the World Health Organization says this is happening globally, a rise in measles because vaccinations were hit with the COVID pandemic. And in China now, we're seeing a record rise of COVID cases once again.
The shadow of COVID-19 hasn't lifted from China. Record high cases have been reported for a second straight day. With over 32,600 daily cases, the infection rate has now surpassed what China witnessed in mid-April alone. Soaring coronavirus cases in China and the ruling Communist Party's zero COVID policy are forcing lockdowns across the country and leading to unrest. Experts believe the reason for China's surge is the lack of natural immunity due to intensive lockdowns. The troubles in Foxconn's China plant continue to mount, with reports suggesting that over 20,000 new hires have quit. These departures come after the Taiwanese firm offered $1,396 to employees who wanted to resign and leave the chaos-hit plant. Lockdowns have clearly fueled frustration across China and added to even more uncertainty. Bureau Report, NDTV.